All right, guys, we are back and we are on day 5. So, day 5, I let everything set last night, and I just did the purple. I didn't remix it, but you can remix it or use what you have, whichever way you want to do it. But this is the purple. So, on the face is eyelids, in the nose, the lips, and then on the toes, ankles, behind the knee, and then the fingertips and elbow. I didn't do the elbow, but I'll show you what I did do. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but you can see I did the eyelids, the purple on the eyelids. I put a little bit on the lips, but you can't really see it like you can the eyes. But it's on the eyes, and there's some in the nose because it's darker inside the nose. So I did the face. Fingertips, her hand is closed, so I just touched on the little finger that's out. So there's really not a whole lot to show. Behind the knee, I just added a little bit. Behind the knee, can't really tell, which is fine because I don't want it to be real purple. So I did that one, and next up, these are going to be kind of short. Well, this next one's not going to be, but I still have some red. Now, she used Genesis Heat Set for, this is kind of like, I got to add a little more water to it so it's more watery. Right now it's not, it's really thick. And I like to use that for creasing, but we're doing just like the color, the nail beds, and the eye line on the closed eyes is to make it look, kind of reddish. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then the next section is blushing. So I'll be back when I get to blushing. Okay, we have done the purple highlights, which we did on the eyes, and I showed you that, and that's the purple right there. And then I took my red that I used the other day because this is the color I like for creasing, and that's what I want to use is this. I didn't do what she does in the excuse me, tutorial. So I just did it my way. I know what I like. Now, if you've never done this before, you could go through and watch her video and do what she does. But I know that I am not going to like the purpley stuff. So, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do more red on her because I did this with Tegan and it's more purple and I know I don't like it. So I wanted to do what I like. So day 5 was the purple highlight, which is the eyelids, and on the lips, just a tad in the lips, inside the nose. And I actually put a little bit inside the ears too, but you can't, because it's so watery, you can't really notice, but you do notice the eyelids because I did it like 3 or 4 times because I did want that to show. And then with the red, you can just use the red 02, which is like the maroon color. And she added just a tad bit of ultramarine blue, this doesn't have the blue in it. This one is just more, well, I guess it does have the blue in it, but not much. And it's the same kind of thing. So I just used this to do the nail beds, the lips inside the mouth, and I'll show you inside the mouth. There's some red. You can see the red. I did the red on the eyes. I did the red in the ears. And I did the creases. So all the creases, you can see her more defined now. And so yeah, I did that on that. And on the hands, I did the palms of the, and this is part of the blushing. So to start out, you just do the lips, open mouth, you do inside the mouth, and the tips of the fingers. Now, she doesn't have tips. Her thumb and the tips of the toes and stuff. And I did a little bit, and I did a little bit of red in the nails, and you can kind of see that. Not a lot, though, just enough. And same with the feet. I did it on the feet, and this is what I use for the blushing too, and all the creases. I went through all the creases and did the blushing. And so I didn't do the color that she uses in her tutorial for, I didn't remake it is what I'm saying, because it's the same thing. It's Red 02 Ultramarine Blue. So you're going to use the same thing. So that's what I'm using, is right here from the other day. Now, blushing, I mean, the next part she has for the cheeks, and it's with the burnt umber and yellow. I am not going to do that because I like the way her cheeks look. The red, they're perfect. I'm not going to do that burnt umber color. I'm not going to do that. So that part I'm going to bypass because I don't want to add that color. Now, the next step is to do, so we did the purple highlight, the lips, the nail beds, and the nose. And then we did the blushing, which is the cheekbones, the bottoms of the feet, tops of the feet, the palms of the hand, the top of the hand, top of the toes, top of the foot, the bottom of the foot, you know, like the arch. So, you know how you see a baby's, I was going to do it with some, like if you take your hand like this and you go like this on the thing, you'll see that little, like a question mark, and then you could do the toes. Well, that's what I did for the bottom of the feet, is you want to go above here, around here, to around here. You don't want to touch the middle here, the arch. So I did that. That's all done. So now it's the red tone, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. I really like her coloring right now. So that is to, the next two steps are the really red tone. So if I want, I might do just one. I'm not going to do both. And let's see, the first one is burnt umber, which is like a brown color, like this brown color. This is actually called burnt umber. It's like a brown. And red, this red. So it's that dark. And a little bit of yellow. A teeny tad bit of yellow. I'm going to mix it up and see if I like it. If I like it, then I'll put it on her. I don't think I'm going to like it, but I'm going to mix it up, and I'll be right back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I made up this color, and it looks like a deep red. It's not. It's more of a browny color. And I made up the next one, which is more of a, like, you can't really see on camera, it looks like the blue. But if you look at it not on camera, it's more of a denim, light denim color is what it looks like. And this one is for the arch of the feet. The palm of the hand, which I can do just a tad bit because it's scrunched up. Only got a little piece of the palm right there. And inside the nose, around the nose, in the ears, top of the eyelid, and the lips, I don't want them to look blue. I don't want her to look like she's not alive. So I am going to use it on the arch. But I am not, I might do a little bit of this on the tongue so it looks more like a red-blue color, and your tongue, if you look at your tongue, kind of looks like that. And then the next step is, I don't know if I want to do this all over the kit. I'm not sure if I like that color. But that's what it looks like. I'm not sure if I like that. Looks like dried blood. So I don't know if I want to do that color. I don't think I'm going to. I can do it on the back of the head and see what it looks like and see, but it calls for to go all over the kit with it, and I don't know if I want to do that. And then, like I said, this is for the arch. If the hand was open, you'd do the palm of the hand. Since her palm is not open, in the ears, around the lip. I'm not going to do this around the lips, but I am going to put it on the tongue. And the knee and the elbow. I don't know if I'm going to do that either, because I like the way it looks. It's all on what you like, but if you want to follow her thing, I suggest that you watch the video through first, and then, or maybe even twice, and then go back and write down the steps and decide if you want to do it. But I think I am just going to, because it says to model again all over the kit with, they used this one but added more red, which is going to make it a maroon color. So I might do that. I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to put this all over the kit. I know I'm not going to put this all over the kit, but I wanted to mix it up to show you what it looks like. And I am going to put this on the arch. And then after I'm done doing that, I am going to add the other part, which is the maroon color. And that's going to make it maroonish, and I am going to model. So when I do the arch of the feet, when I get done with the arch of the feet, and after I do the modeling, I'll be back. Okay, excuse me. This brown color, I did put it all over the kit, and it's really, really, really watery. See, when you can barely see it. So you couldn't tell. I guess you can from far away. There's a little bit of a brown tint to everything. But then I did that blue with the arches. So let me show you the arches. You can see that blue. Let's see, get it out of the light. You can see the blue. But you can't really tell. See, it's kind of dark looking. But it's more purpley, and I don't like the purple. We're not done. So I did add it. So here's the other foot. You can see that it's really blue in the arch, and you can see it. You can see the mottling underneath. See that? But it's really, really purpley, and that's what I don't like. So we're going to change that. So here is her face. I did do some blue in the nose, in the mouth, in the ear. Can you tell? Probably just barely. Kind of blends with the purple a little bit, but you can tell that there's blue in there. And yeah, so you can see how purpley the head is and stuff. That's what I really don't care for. I don't want her to be purple. So the next step is to take this and add some more of this. And let me set you down. I don't know if you can see. Okay, you can see. So let me add, I think it's just a quarter of, so a quarter is just the tip of the brush, just the tip of the brush. Excuse me. Let me see. Is it? Yep, it's just a quarter, and add a little more water. I don't know if I'm going to add more water. We'll see what it looks like. But we will add just a tip of this. You see the tip? Can you see it? Can you see it? Just the tip of that. And you mix it in. See, to me that's not enough. This is like still blue, and I don't want blue, so I don't think I added enough red. Let me add some more red, because it's supposed to be, see, this is a plum color, and there's no way I'm putting that all over the doll. I don't want purple. Absolutely not. So that's what it looks like, is that deep purple color. And I don't like that. See how purple that is? There's no way I am putting that all over the kit. Absolutely not. So what I'm going to do is take my, I do not want her purple. No way. Nope. So that ain't happening. So what I'm going to do is get my red back, mix this up, and add a little blue to this. And we will see what that looks like. Okay, let's add a little blue to it. It's totally the opposite, even though it's, the other one was the blue, and you add a quarter of red, and it's purple. Now we're doing all red and adding a quarter of the blue, and it should be more maroony. More of a maroon, dark maroon color. So there's a difference on how you make it. Even though they're the two same colors, you're going to get a different look. So weird. So the more blue you have, the more purple it's going to be. The more red you have, the more maroon it's going to be. See, I like this a lot better. And I'd rather have her look more red. So let me put this back on and this back on. So I'm doing it the total opposite of what it calls for. So there's the red. And the other way, we get purple. So this is all blue, tad bit of red. This is all red, tad bit of blue, and you get maroon. This one you get purple. Same colors, same two colors, same two paints, two different outcomes. I do not want this kit to look red. I mean purple. I don't want that. So we are going to do the maroon one, and with the mottling all over the kit. So when I do that, I will be back. I just put the mottling on, and I want you to see what it looks like with it wet. We can't have it like that. You don't want to do that. You see the mottling? Now, I will fix that by dampen the sponge back over it, and I will be back to show you. Okay. So let me put the light up so you can see. You can't really see. All right. Let me get it. I was going to try to put. Okay. So let me move the paint. The mottling up close. See, you still see the purple underneath. And like I said, she's kind of purpley. And I don't want her purpley. So the red, kind of, you can see it. See, you can see the mottling really well. Okay, so okay, I'm going to do the rest of the kit, and I will be back. Okay, I'm going to try to show you. This is the red. And here is my sponge, my modeling sponge. Okay, you're going to take the paint and the brush and you're going to, let me see, put it all over this, right? And then you're going to dab it. Let me find a spot. All over the kit. And it'll make those round holes. So let me move the paint so it's out of the way. So I do not want to hit it and ruin everything I just did. Okay, so here is the kit. Let's see if I can get her to, here she is. That's pretty well depictive of what I see in person, is that. And you can see the red mottling all over her head. And it looks like veins from far away. Now we haven't put the flesh layer on yet, and that's going to cover it all up. And you'll be able to see on here, it kind of, I'm going to go through before I do the flesh layer, and I'm going to make, I am going to make capillaries on her eyelids and stuff. After I clean up my mess here, there's a little white speck in there, and I gotta get that out. So there's the top of her head, and I'm gonna put like a little capillary on her cheek. I'm gonna try to do it on her eyes. And I did it with my other one that I just did. What doll did I just make? Oh, the Cuddle Body, I think, was the last one I did, and she has some. So here's the mottling of, I don't know if you can see it really well. The arms and the legs are kind of hard to tell up close, but from far away, you can see it. And on the legs, see, you can see it. It's not like the head though. So I might go through and do it again so it shows up more, because I like it to show up. But it's more of a reddish brown now and not so purpley. I'm way happier with it. So I'm going to do another layer of the red mottling on the legs and see, like from here you can tell it looks really good. From here you can see it. It looks really, really good. But I'm going to try a little bit more. And then I'm going to try the capillaries. And then I think that's it for today. So this is day 5. We did a lot. We did the purple highlight, the lips, the nail beds, the nose in that reddish color. We did blushing in this reddish color. We did the brown texture all over it. And we did, what else did we do? We did blushing, we did the burnt umber. Oh, we did the arches, the blue color, although I've changed it. I don't have it here anymore. But this purple is really pretty, but it's too dark for what I want. Now, if I had put that, see that? She's so pretty. Look at her. She's gorgeous right there. Beautiful. And if I wanted to, I don't think I'm going to do any more to her head. Honestly, I like the way she looks. I am going to do the capillaries and stuff, and I am going to do her lips, and I'm going to do all that before I put the flesh layer on. So that's it for today, and we will show you where we pick up on day 6.